everyone, welcome again to the program Tips for English Teachers, okay? In this opportunity we are going to talk about an important topic that is gestures and facial expressions, okay? And for this we have here two important guests, okay? Here we have Teddy, Mr. Teddy. He has a master, okay, in English teaching, okay, Teddy?
Hello, beautiful creatures of the Lord. I'm very excited to be here and to share our knowledge with all of you. Thank you.
Okay, and on the other hand, we have Mrs. Brenda. She also has a master in English teaching. Brenda?
Hello, dear guys. It is a pleasure to be here sharing information on this beautiful topic.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to start making questions about this topic, okay? Okay, the first question is, what do you think about gestures and facial expressions? Do you think they are important, Mr. Teddy?
Okay, that is a good question. Okay, and I think that gesture and facial expressions are very important and necessary in the classroom. Okay, thanks to this course, we as the language graduates can transmit the messages more easily to the students. It's more easily to understand the messages, in other words. Yeah.
Okay, and Mrs. Brenda, what do you think about this?
I think that gesture and facial expressions are part of communication, providing visual support and better understanding what is being communicated.
Yeah, you have reason, okay? As teacher, it is important to complement and reinforce the facial expression that you want to transmit to your students, okay? So we have the following question, that is, what are the common gestures that you usually use to organize your classroom, Mr. Teddy?
Okay. When in the classroom, we can, as a teacher, we can use many gestures and facial expressions. No, for example, we have the stand-up. No,
Okay.
Stand-up is something like this. No, stand-up students. Stand up. When we want to the students stand up. Okay. And also we have sit down. No, it's the contrary of the stand-up. It's like this. No, students sit down. Sit down, students.
Yeah.
No? And other, for example, we have when we want the students repeat. Okay, repeat together. We use everybody say together. It's like this, no? Everybody say together. Say together. Okay, say again. Everybody say together. Okay. It's like this. This is the gesture.
Okay, Mr. Teddy, it's interesting. Okay, and Mrs. Brenda, what about you?
Okay, yes, other important gestures to organize the class are, for example, in this case, please, can you hold me, please?
Okay, no problem.
So, in this working around, yes, working around. It refers, for example, to working individually, Another is, for example, speak your answer.
Speak your answer. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
it refers to when I want the answer to answer to the questions, In the other gesture is, for example, write your answer.
Write your answers.
Write your answer.
Okay.
Yes, it refers to the writing. Write your answer. Yes.
Yes, of course. Those are common gestures that we as a teacher use to organize our classroom. Okay. So, the another question is, here we are going to put a situation. Okay. In this case, for example, when your students are talking while you are explaining about a topic, okay? Imagine that you are explaining a topic and your students are talking, making noise, okay? What gestures do you use to keep the order in the classroom? For example, you, Mr. Teddy, what gestures do you use?
Okay, when that you said that happens in a lot in the classroom.
Yes,
okay?
always.
Yeah, it's always, and we as a teacher we use a gesture a little drastic, but it's necessary in this case. No, for example, we use the typical shh, a typical shh, when we need silence in the classroom. No, we like this, no, shh, like this, as like this. For example, so that, and other we use when I imagine an example when the students are talking with other students and we need the attention of these students, we can with the gesture we can hit the table, no? For example, like this, a table, we hit the table like this, like this, for example.
Okay, yeah.
To get the attention of the students, no?
Yeah.
And that is the two more I use as a teacher.
Okay. And what about you, Mrs. Brenda? What gestures do you use to keep the attention or keep the order in your classroom?
For example, when my students talk in class, while I am explaining, I use some gesture. For example, listen to me. Listen to me. Yes, listen to me. To stop them from making noise, or in some case, the phrase, for example, stop talking. Stop talking.
Okay.
Yes, stop talking. To silence that immediately. Stop talking.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. This is an example for gestures.
Okay, those are interesting gestures. Okay, that can help teachers to keep the order. Okay, in the classroom. So, the next question is about tips. Okay, so Mr. Teddy, can you give me some tips using gestures and facial expressions?
Sure. I think that the most important things we must keep in mind in the gestures, I think the most important is the gestures have to be clear and easy to understand to the students, no? And also the gestures have to apply in three steps, no? The first, I think the first is make the gesture, okay? The action, make the gestures. Second, maintain for a while the gestures. And third, stop the gestures, no? For example, like this, for example, make the gesture, no? Stand up, no? First, stand up, make the gestures. And second, maintain the gesture for a while, no? Stand up, students. And then stop, no? Stop the gesture. We have to apply the gesture in three steps, I think.
Okay, it's an important tip for you teachers. Okay, you have to use this tip give from Mr. Teddy. Okay, and now what about you, Mrs. Brenda? What do you think? What are the tips that you give? Okay, for using gestures.
Yes, that's right. To convey reaction, it is important to use eyebrows. Yes, especially to show interest and encourage them to continue talking. It's always good to exaggerate. Okay, eyebrows moving in class. Okay, for example, eyebrow.
So
It's eyebrow. Okay, it's moving in class, but raised eyebrows are always used to convey the behavior. Okay. Yes, it is very important for this case.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Brenda, for giving us these tips. Okay, and these tips are going to help us as a teachers because it's important to use these gestures to give instruction, maintain the order, and organize our classroom. Okay, so now we have another question. Okay, that is this is a controversial topic. Okay, So the question is, do you think the eye contact, okay, the eye contact with your students, it's important? What do you think, Mr. Teddy?
Okay. Okay, the eye contact, yeah, as you said, is a controversial topic, but I think, of course, no, it's necessary. As a teacher, it's necessary. As a teacher, we need to have good eye contact with the students, no, because I think in that way they will know that you are paying attention, to them,
Yes.
and they should know that they are important, no. They should know they are important for me, for example, as a teacher, no. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's very important. It's very important to have a good contact with the students.
Okay. And what about you, Mrs. Brenda? What do you think about this topic? What do you think about eye contact with your students?
Yes, it is very important that you express how you feel through eye contact. Because it is good to express your change reactions, your sense of mood, but always keeping your gaze fixed on the students, not at the wall or over their heads. No, it is very important that you express your eye contact.
Okay, Miss Brenda. So it's, of course, yeah, eye contact is important. Eye contact with your students is important because, as you said, Mr. Teddy, students can feel comfortable, okay, about with the teachers, okay, and yeah, summarizing this topic, okay, I can say that gestures are important for a teacher, okay, because as I said before, gestures help the teachers to give instructions clear and also help students better understand what the teacher is explaining, okay. And yeah, thank you to be here, and I think that's all. Thank you, Mr. Teddy. Thank you, Mr. Brenda. Bye. Thank you for watching, and remember to use gestures and facial expressions in your classroom. See you in the next video.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you. Thank you very much.
Si tú quieres bailar, jugar, pintar, cantar, puedes venir.